Hey Geminis, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your Scorpio season messages today. So here, holding down the home court position, we have the Death Key representing Scorpio season, but of course. And we're really going to be taking a look at everything that Scorpio season is about, which is about what's coming up to be released in your life. And then what is on the other side? What is the gift? What do you get out of releasing whatever this is for you, and then your advice moving forward. So again, with this Death Key, what this season is all about is really taking a look at, without fear, what has maybe expired in your life that you can either hold it for review and say, okay, this is expired, I can let it go to the compost, or hey, this is expired, let me refurbish this. Let me renew it. Let me allow it to exist as something else that can be a better service to me or help me in some way. So we're going to begin with where you are now and then go around the wheel here, the Scorpio season. So where are you now, Gemini? Where are you now? Oh, it's like that, Gemini. Okay, so where you are is the Chariot. Is it nice? Does it feel nice in that Chariot? It's such a strong key to get in this position, which is why I'm laughing. It's just like, is there anywhere better? It's like you in the Chariot moving forward, right? So this is Cancer energy, which is, another water sign, as Scorpio is a water sign as well. So you are coming up in a watery energy in a watery season, which I take to be auspicious, right? You're in the element that you belong to, kind of work with this season to the best of your abilities. So with this Chariot key here, it really feels like you are focused on the movement forward. You are really, you're ready, right? You are ready, you are in position, victory is assured and imminent. And what's really interesting about this as well is that aspect of the Chariot key that says, like, this is victory, this is success. This really speaks to your frame of mind about it, right? So in moving forward, in being a position where you're very invested in, moving on from where you're from, or gaining ground or making progress, as it were, we're really looking at your belief system around your progress as well, because that is going to dictate what it looks like to you and what the results are, right? So it's interesting in that position with the Chariot over the Death Key, because this is a symbol of that movement forward, and the Death Key is also movement forward, but it's through the lens of, decay or release or transformation, right? Very interesting, Gemini. Very interesting. But you are not interested in sitting still or regressing, that is for sure. You are about the action, and I'm here for that. I'm here for that. So let's take a look at what's coming up to be released for you during this season. The Chariot with Cancer energy, oh, brilliant. The Chariot with Cancer energy is also about the home and the hearth as well. So you could also be thinking a lot about, or have an emphasis on, your home life, matters of the home and family, and really considering that aspect of your experience as well, right? Wow. So what's coming up for release is the Eight of Pentacles. Fascinating here, because the Eight of Pentacles is about hard work, perseverance, and talent meeting up with divine opportunity or divine timing. You know what I'm getting with this, interestingly enough? Have you ever heard the concept of the elevator pitch, right? Whenever you're like coming up in the business world, whatever business that may be, they go, okay, do you have your elevator pitch ready? It's kind of this old idea of, if you're ever in the elevator with the, with the big boss, or do you have your pitch ready while you have their ear in the elevator, right? It's about, really the point of that is saying, like, are you ready for any opportunity that comes your way? Because oftentimes it's not the people who are the best fit for a job or the best, energetic match for any opportunity necessarily. It's those who are, in that energy of readiness and being willing to act at a moment's notice, right? But also it's about really seeing and being able to identify opportunities as they arise as well. That's a huge part of success and movement forward anyway. So the fact that this is coming up to be released, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Because where you are with the Chariot is movement forward and victory and success, right? This is in your energy. It's brilliant. It speaks to your state of mind and your heart and what your desires are at this point. What's coming up to release is what the hard work, right? and sort of that aspect of, I need to really just like go in on this and just give it everything I got because I need to stay ready at all times. It's kind of that state of vigilance as well. But what I'm getting with this for you is not just allowing others to help you, because this is the lone artisan who works alone, right? Whereas if you think about the Three of Pentacles, right, which is a similar key to this, that shows someone working and then other people chiming in or helping out or being benefactors. But this is sort of the lone worker, right? The person who works alone and you know, all of their creations are the result of their own hard work and efforts, right? There's not a lot of help around. So what I'm getting with this, it's not just about allowing yourself to be helped, but it's also about, you know, trusting that the work that you do, the efforts that you make, because remember, this isn't just about the work that you do for, you know, a monetary gain. This is the Pentacles. This is about your physical health. This is about the health of your home, the comfort of your home, right? This is about everything in your physical experience. So I feel like this is saying, like, you know, with this Eight of Pentacles energy, it's trusting that you have that you've done the work, that you have everything that you need, right? That you've made all of the efforts, that you've made the right moves, that you have all of the information and experience at your disposal in order to meet the given opportunities that are coming your way, be able to identify them, and then move with success, right? Because this is saying, like, there's still a lot of work to do. But I'm getting with you is trust that you've done a lot of the work, and that everything that's coming up for you now is just taking you to the finish line, right? Interesting. So let's see what's coming up after the release. So what do you get out of this anyway? What do you get out of releasing this Eight of Pentacles energy of, you know, hi-ho, it's off to work we go, and a little bit more, you know, I recognize all the work that it's taken for me to get here. And because of that, I trust that I have everything I need in order to move forward and reap the benefits of the work that I've put in already. Interesting, at the bottom of the deck is Three of Pentacles, which we were just talking about as well with those other people. Fascinating. So what's on the other side of releasing this Eight of Pentacles energy is the Four of Cups in reverse. Fascinating. So let's turn him right side up and talk about this. So Four of Cups in the upright is a sincere dissatisfaction with your lot. What's fascinating about this is, do you see how this cup is coming out of the air and he's too busy looking down here? It's an aspect of this Eight of Pentacles where we're talking about the importance of being able to identify an opportunity as it arises so that you could take advantage of it. And then he is literally doing what we were talking about of not recognizing this opportunity and having a dissatisfaction, feeling like, oh, the world is against me. Oh, things don't work out for me. Oh, when is it going to get better? When is it going to move forward? When am I going to feel that? Whatever it is. All of the things that go through this guy's mind, right? The fact that this is in reverse is saying what's on the other side of releasing this, you know, Eight of Pentacles shadow energy, as it were, is you being able to fully recognize the opportunities as they arise and as they are presented to you, because they're not always going to be, and sometimes they're often not, come as a cup out of the air that's like, hey, this is your best opportunity. Go on and take it. Like, a lot of the times it's a lot more subtle than that. And it's really up to us to recognize those things and really be able to see opportunity where many others may not. But I also feel like there's an aspect of this that speaks to problem solving or brilliant, you know, solution mindedness, right? Where you're able to see the solutions to things, or a compromise point, or a way through something that may be keeping others tied up or bound up, or keeping them from moving across the finish line. Right? So I feel like this is going to open you up in a way to see a lot more, you know, opportunity at your disposal. But I keep hearing it's like solution-based thinking and opportunity. So I feel like your vision is going to be blasted wide open. You're going to be able to see a lot more and feel a lot better in terms of like connected to your deep knowing, your intuition about these opportunities as they arise, and know that the thoughts that come to you, the opportunities that arise, the timing around things, you're going to have no doubt about what is right for you, what to move on, what not to move on, what to give a pass to, and what to actually give your energy to, right? So basically, your discernment and your awareness is going to reach new heights and new levels on the other side of the shadow 8 of Pentacles. I have to do things on my own. Life is hard. Things don't work out kind of energy, right? That's another aspect of the 8 of Pentacles as well, like in its shadowy energy, because in its light side, right? If we were looking at this in this position, right? If we switched places, if we put the 8 of Pentacles in the, what comes up as a gift after the release position, that would be like, oh, I feel good about the work that I do and I know that my efforts will see rewards, right? But in this position is something, that's coming up for release. It's like there's a sincere lack of belief in the work that you do resulting in reward, right? It's kind of feel like, you're pushing this, it's Sisyphus, right? You're pushing that boulder up the hill only to have it roll down again. So there's a shift that wants to come within that. And part of the reason that there's this hiccup, as it were, is because you've got this 4 of Cups in the upright of a certain, lack of awareness, right? To the opportunities that are actually there for you, right? Help is there. Inspiration is there. If only you think to, I'm hearing like, is it Gandalf or is it Dumbledore? I think it's Dumbledore. If only you think to like turn on the light or raise your head up and actually look, right? So lastly, we're going to take a look at your advice here. Advice for Gemini. Right, not shocked. Opposite of surprised. So your advice is the 2 of Swords. So again, you are air energy, so you're coming up in your own advice here. The 2 of Swords is about the heart and the head sitting down and bringing them together for equal conference, right? But there's another aspect of this where look at how this person is holding the swords, right? If they were to hold those swords above their head, right, they wouldn't be able to hold them for very long. This position of how they're holding the swords with the crossing here, that's an adaptation, right? I'm hearing, is it lizard medicine? I can't remember the actual medicine, but I think it says, I think it's lizard. And it says that comfort is not, I think I'm going to butcher it, but like comfort is not possible without first prevailing to existing conditions. That's what I'm hearing for you. Relaxation, that's what it is. Relaxation is not possible without first, surrendering to prevailing conditions, adapting to them, accepting them, going, okay, I am where I am, and I'm going to adapt how I hold these swords when I bring together my head and my heart for equal conference. So there's this sense of acceptance for where you are, because the first thing is acceptance, right? And then sitting down and being quiet and going within yourself and allowing yourself to have access to that clarity and balance that exists within you. But it's interesting because we're talking about what you do and don't see, because the 4 of Cups in the reverse and where he's looking in the upright, it's like he's not looking at what's right in front of him. And then your advice is to put the blindfold on and to really sit in stillness and allow your heart and your head to hold equal space, really surrender to those prevailing conditions. And in doing so, find a sense of calm and have access to that balance and relaxation. And what this really is also is inner peace, right? By fully sitting down and going within, you're going to be able to move forward. And that's what it is, right? It's really beautiful, Gemini. It really, really is. So with this being said, I'm sending you so many blessings for Scorpio season. Thank you so, so much for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.